body hair, Asti, bones, karmani, and skin, Linga, organ of generation, Chidra, apertures, Udbhava, appearance, 3 within 3 months. The translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. In the course of a month, a head is formed, and at the end of 2 months, the hands, feet, and other limbs take shape. By the end of 3 months, the nails, fingers, toes, body hair, bones, and the skin appear, as to the organs of generation and the other apertures in the body, namely the eyes, nostrils, ears, mouth, and anus. The verse number 4. चतुर्भिर्धातवः सप्त पञ्चभिः श्रुतुङ्गद्भव षडभिर्जराणूनां कुक्षो भ्राम्यति दक्षिणे चतुर्भिर्धातवः सप्त पञ्चभिः श्रुतुङ्ग उद्भव षड्भिर्जरायुणावीता कुक्षो भ्राम्यति दक्षिणे चतुर्भिर्धातवः सप्त पञ्चभिः श्रुतुङ्ग उद्भव षडभिर्जरायुणा वीतः कुक्षो भ्राम्यति दक्षिणे. The translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Word to word. That Chaturbhi, within 4 months, Dhatava, ingredient. Sapta, 7. Panchabhi, within 5 months. Truth of hunger and thirst. Udbhava, Kshutu of hunger and thirst. Udbhava, appearance. Tadbhi, within 6 months. Jarayuna, by the amnion. Vitaha, enclosed. Kuksho, in the abdomen. Brahmati, smooth, Dakshine, on the right side. The translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Within 4 months from the date of conception, the 7 essential ingredients of the body, namely child, blood, flesh, fat, bone, marrow, and semen, come into existence. At the end of 5 months, hunger and thirst make themselves felt. And at the end of 6 months, the fetus enclosed by amnion begins to move on the right side of the abdomen. Perfect. When the body of a child is completely formed at the end of 6 months, the child, if he is a male, begins to move on the right side. And if female, she tries to move on the left side. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामीति नामिने. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna everyone. Thank you so much for joining this wonderful auspicious day. Today is Ekadashi and Independence Day also. So thank you. And Srimad Bhagavatam itself, it's very auspicious. So these 2 verses, the Canto 3, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, chapter 31, and we are talking about the 2 verses like number 3 and 4. Masena tu shirodvabhyam bahyanga adya anga vigraha nakhaloma pi charmani linga chidrodbhava vastribihi. And 4th one is Chaturvirdhatavah Sapta Panchabhi Shrutunga Udbhava Shadabhir Jarayunavita Uksho Brahmati Dakshani. So, previous chapter we were talking about adverses of the devotional service. And then person does all these activities for the family and all that, right? So Kapil Muni is explaining to Mother Devhuti about this devotional service, then what are the consequences and how the person does all this karma like activities, and then after death, what happens? He has to go to different, according to their karma, he has to go to different hellish planets, or he has to take different birth, maybe animal birth, creatures, or reptiles, or whatever, right? And finally, he takes human birth. He has to come because whatever activities he did, the subtle body carries that, soul carries that. And then it has to come to mother soul, human body. These, especially these verses and previous verse also, they were talking about how after fusion of ovum and cement, right? And then bubble forms, and it after 5 days it becomes a like plum. It's like little plum. Even mother also, she also doesn't realize like she's pregnant. And then after that, how it's going on, different the development of the fetus. They are talking about in this second and third and fourth verse. So here, that fetus is inside. We just imagine, like sometimes you might have seen that video on YouTube. Um, Nowadays, it's very high tech, and but we have to just realize, right? One should understand that how this Srimad Bhagavatam, right? Billions years back, like it's talk, right? It means Shukadev, even like Krishna, so many years back he talked about Bhagavad Gita, and now people are just, because of high tech technology, they are showing. But it's good, means people are understanding that. So we saw that how it forms. They showed full 9 months in the womb of mother. So is it good? Like we have to think that, is it good? Means see that little baby fetus is inside in just so little. Uterus is not very big. It's like a balloon, and he is there inside in the mud, right? So much fire around that because of intestine, so many organs around that, so much fire, right? That fire, Krishna says, I am Agni, like Jathara Agni. So he can, that Agni can digest our food, whatever we are eating. So we can imagine how much that fire it is. And babies in that, this is in the sack, right? So is it good? No, Srila Prabhupada says, even Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, it's misery, because that soul is suffering so much and just praying to Lord, like, just please take me out of this um, dirt and so much suffering. Even little space they can't move, only little leg they move here and there. Nowadays, the technology is showing 3D pictures of sonography and all that. So we see how they are suffering inside, right? So how will understand all these things? We recently we passed through this corona 4 years back, like in 2020, the lockdown, fully lockdown, and people were there. Here we have so much like space and trees and very nice space, so we could go out. But the people, especially in like crowded country, right? So they were staying in little apartment, and they were not having backyard, or and they have to be stuck in the home, right? And they could not go out. So we know how horrible it was for everyone, and everybody was like suffering. Wherever we were talking with the people, oh, it's so boring, nothing to do, just we are stuck inside. But still, we were having house, right? But see, in a little bag, the baby is there and growing. So we can understand, is it a misery or it's a good thing? When they take birth, everybody is happy. Oh, well, like we got baby girl or baby boy. They give sweets and all that celebration. That's okay. But it's not good. Like Krishna said, it's a misery. Why? So how the our verse is like about the development. So then plum like that bubble only form, and after that it start taking the shape. Then head forms. It is before 1 month, and after 1 month, even after 6 weeks only, mother realizes like she has baby, she is pregnant like that, and the because that it started forming the fetus. So uh, head forms, and then ears, eyes, all these they are talking about all these. Yeah, so I was just thinking about meditating on the Puranjana story. In Srimad Bhagavatam, they mention about the Puranjana. So he was having the best friend, but he wanted to enjoy his life, and then he went to the city of 9 gates, and he married, he enjoyed, and he totally forgot about his friend who was the best, his well wisher, and he forgot, and he was enjoying, and finally he has to suffer the consequences for that. Like same, that is the story for us. The soul has the nine. Soul is residing in the body where it has 9 gates. 9 gates means two eyes, two ears, two nose, mouth, and two genitals. So that soul, he is there inside, residing in this body, but what he is doing, he is enjoying like all the senses, like the fetus also that is growing. He gets the, and after 6 months, he can feel even mom it's whatever spicy or pungent or salty, they can feel it inside. They can feel the taste, and they move a lot then. And then even they can whatever going in outside, they can understand if there is a big noise, they are scared. So same thing, the soul with the 9 gates. So what we have to do with the 9 gates? If we are using our eyes, uh, whatever we want to see, okay, we will watch. Whatever we want to hear, we'll hear, right? Whatever we want to eat, eat. So what are the consequences at the time of the death? It's cough, vat, pitta, no breathing problem, they can't hear, then vision is dim. So we have to suffer these consequences, right? So what we should do? We should just use our these senses organs for the good purpose. Good purpose, what we got, like we can take darshan, we can read books because our vision is good, we can read book. Maybe later we can't read also book, we can't hold the book because our hands are not working. Ears also, a lot of people they have hearing it, right? So they also can't they should use like hearing katha, glorification, like mantra sound, vibration of that Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, right? So we had to always use. So in Markandeya Puran, they say we had to clean externally and internally also. So these gates means all our senses. 9 gates they are talking about, right? So, how to clean even when we perform yajna every Saturday, before offering samida, before starting our yajna, we say Om Om Pavitro Pavitro Va Sarvavasto Gato Va Asmare Pundarikaksha Ahyantara Suchi. So we are cleaning our body from internally and outside also, because so many calamities, our heart also has, our whole body, and even our surroundings, so many calamities. So we have to always cleanse our body. So how to cleanse our body? We have in such a nice parampara, like just chant. Srila Prabhupada said just chant. Earlier it was like 64 rounds, but depending upon this Kali Yuga, what's going on here, right? They don't have time and all that. At least 16 rounds. But it's not like only 16 rounds. We had to chant 24 by 7. That should be in our heart, right? That should be in our mind continuously, like Krishna. So chant his name. That holy name is the that only take out us for this Bhavasagar. So, and then they, after 6 months, they get the taste, and their Jnanendriya means they can get the knowledge also. So, how can we understand all these things? So, in case of Prahlad Maharaj, like Kayadu, Hiranyakashipu's wife, when she was pregnant, and all demigods, they were scared. Oh, they will also have demon son, right? So Indra kidnapped Kayadu, Mother Kayadu. But Narad Muni, he just came and he said, no, there's a great devotee is taking birth from her womb. So don't kidnap. He will be the saver of you. And then he took her to his ashram. And every day she was listening Srimad Bhagavatam from Narad Muni. And Prahlad Maharaj continuously uh, listening in the womb, right? We say Prahlad Maharaj, right? Why? Why we say Prahlad Maharaj? Because he was so young and he learned all Srimad Bhagavatam in his mother in womb, right? And even Parikshit Maharaj also, he was also saw Krishna, he came to save him, right? So he was also checking who was that personality I saw in the, even in case of Abhimanyu, when she heard about Chakravyuh on the way coming back, maybe from Krishna. I heard she heard from Krishna on the way when she was going to her mother's place. Somewhere I heard like she heard from Arjun, but in halfway. So, uh, say in the womb only, these little fetus, they are the baby, they can hear. So, what Srila Prabhupada said, if you see, we had to have progeny, right, for the community. Srila Prabhupada says, even if you want baby, so do Garbhadhan Sanskar. Give that consciousness in the womb only, so that when you will take birth, they will have such a nice consciousness, so that they will start their devotional service very easily and go back to Godhead. So we have to, everybody should understand this. It is misery. Means taking birth, it's a because Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, right? Dukkha Doshanu Anudarshana. It's nothing but just Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam. But people are happy, oh, baby is born and all that. So that's okay. We will not think about that. Our point is what we had to do, how to come out uh, all these clutches, because Maya is capturing. See, inside that womb, that 9 months, baby is suffering so much. Oh my God, where I am stuck in this prison, right? And praying to Lord, right? Please take me out. So, but when comes out, and then everything forgets, and just Maya captures, right? I want that, and all that, but it's in our hand, like we have to because we got such a nice parampara, and we have to just use that, all this routine we have to set up like that and come out of this Maya. So what we have to do, Guru, Shastra and Sadhu. So um, Guru's instruction, if we follow Guru's instructions, then we can just, Guru can take us from this, deliver from this material world. He can take us away from this Maya. He can cross the Bhavasagar. It's a Bhavasagar is so dirty, right? Everywhere it's dirty. So I just want to share one story about this Guru. So there was one very nice family, religious family, rich family, and they were having one parrot in the cage in their home. But he was very smart. He learned the human language. Sometimes they talk, parrots, talking parrots. I also saw so many times. So one day there was a satsang in their home, and that sadhu, he was giving satsang, everything was, and parrot was also listening that time. And he said, okay, question and answer time. And then parrot asked the question. You talk like, ha, Guru can deliver us from this Bhavasagar. He can free us from this bandhan, right? Clutches of Maya and all that. So then Sadhu realized, and he went to the cage and he just said some words in his ears, and suddenly parrot died. And then what we do? If he died, they just took him out. They opened the gate of that cage. Then he flew away. So how he today? So what he Sadhu said? He said, just you pretend you are dead and you will get as so Sadhu can save us. He is the saver. Sadhu, our Guru. Guru can save us from this Bhavsagar. So we have to think that about Guru. We have to be here. We have to have so much gratitude for our Guru. He is taking us. Why he is taking us closer to Krishna. Even in Gaur Leela also, we see all these six Goswamis. When I saw they're so young, so little boys, right? And how live their life because they realize they're Manjiris, they came from Golok Dham, it's Krishna's associate. They came for us on the earth, for this fallen soul. How they live their life, even from the aristocratic family also, they live their life very um, it's very systematic way, regulated way. So we have to also, everybody should understand that what we should get from this, right? What we have to do. And then otherwise, what will happen? Like Shankaracharya says, Punarapi Janamam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janami, Jatreshanam. Always you have to come in this world, come in the womb and suffer, right? Who wants to stay in dirty place 9 months continuously? And it's not straight, it's upside down, head is always down. If somebody says, okay, do Shirshasan and stay, keep your head down and keep your legs up, how many minutes we can do? It's very uncomfortable. We can't do. I used to do when I was young. My dad used to do and I was doing it. But still we can't stay for more than 5 minutes. It's very difficult. And 9 months that baby, that fetus is upside down and suffering and praying to Lord, Lord, please take me out. They say, I don't want this suffering. So birth is not enjoyment, this is a misery. We have to come out of it. And we are in such a nice, wonderful parampara. Our dear Srila Prabhupada gave so nice routine from 3:30 to till sleeping. We have to plan accordingly. Always think about uh, Krishna, right? And this is about this was how the development. So always we have to have that consciousness. Oh, we don't want to come again in mother's womb. We forgot, right? We forgot, but that time we were also suffering. Just I want to share my personal example. My delivery was first pregnancy was very very critical. I was totally bedridden, but I could feel I was translating Bhagavad Gita, Marathi Bhagavad Gita into English because nothing to do. And I was just holding that Bhagavad Gita 24/7 and watching Krishna's pastime on the TV. When I was watching the Virat group saw, and she was kicking. Even doctor also said when they were doing, well, maybe your baby would be a sports person, jumping here and there because suffering right in the womb. And when she saw Virat, how she was jumping in the belly that time when she saw Virat. Maybe Krishna is there that time. Super soul is inside with them, right? Always. So we should not forget that super soul. We have see Krishna says Mata Smriti Jnana Apohanam Cha. He gives forgetfulness, Smriti also. And who gives Smriti then when we come in this world? Guru only gives the Smriti to us. So we had to just 4 minutes earlier. So we one should have that consciousness. See, we suffered there. We had so pain even after, and it was a very critical emergency also while delivery time. And then I went to it was C-section, and next day 3:30 when she was born at 12 o'clock in the night, and 3:30 doctor came and he said, when your baby came out, she was looking whole ceiling like all over. So nowadays, our Srimad Bhagavatam gives all the knowledge. That time we don't realize. Means baby is suffering so much. She was kicking. I could not sleep also. 9 months, I could not sleep. She was just kicking here and there. So this is the position, this is the condition of this soul in the womb. So is it a good idea to come again and again, or we have to follow these rules and regulations? Even it is hard, sometimes it's very tough, but we have to follow. This is the only thing we should do. And this is about this one. And today is Independence Day. So independence we got freed from British. But are we free? Still, we are suffering so much. So what is the real independence for everyone? Like for Krishna devotee, they go back to Godhead. And for that, we have to follow all these things. And today is Ekadashi also. Ekadashi is a Madhav Titi. Krishna loves his Madhav Titi. Means Krishna loves Ekadashi so much. But she just took out from his body way at that time, pastime of that Moor um, demon, right? So Ekadashi, and we do upvas, like fasting. So what does it mean? Upvas is a Sanskrit word. If we split that word, upa and vas. So upa means uh, closer, and vas means residing. So we had to keep that super soul in our heart continuously. And how we can do, if we eat so much heavy food, so much protein, so much carbohydrate, then we will be lazy, we can't do bhakti, or we can't do our sadhana. For that we have to observe, and they say no grains and beans, you can eat vegetables. That doesn't make us lazy or sleepy, and our consciousness is always so light, so that we can continuously think about Lord, or engage ourselves in the service. If we are eating so much, so heavy food, we can't do anything. So that's the reason upavas always, Madhupati Prabhuji always says, like fasting from grains and beans at least. So that is the thing we have to. If we will not eat all these unnecessary things, then our consciousness will be so lighter, and we are thinking. We can do lot of services all day. Upavas means keeping, reciting that Krishna in our heart, and doing for everything for his pleasure. So that is upavas. And this is the Ekadashi Tithi. So one should always remember Krishna, and what Srila Prabhupada gave us this parampara, our Goswamis, our Acharyas, our seniors. Just follow that and never forget Krishna, and always remember Krishna and chant and make our life beautiful and blissful. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Shubha Ekadashi to everyone. Hare Krishna. It's 7 o'clock.
Thank you, everyone. We'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day ahead. Auspicious day of Ekadasi, minimally fasting from grains and beans, increasing our Krishna consciousness. There will be Ekadasi Kirtan in the evening from 7 to 9 p.m. at the temple. The Parna time for tomorrow is from 1 to 10:30. Uh, 6:08 to 10:43 a.m. tomorrow. We'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama.
श्री नृसिंह जय नृसिंह जय जय नृसिंह कलादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म उग्रवीर महात्म सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं शरणभद्रं नित्यं नमामि। नृसिंह भगवान की जय, प्रहलाद
जय
की जय।
जय।
Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarubhasya
वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यो
पतितानां
पतितानां
पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो
नमः।
नमो नमः।
वैष्णववृंद की जय, ग्रंथ
जय
भागवतम की जय, श्रील
जय
प्रभुपाद की जय।
जय।
गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि।
हरि 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 बोल।
Thank you, Mataji.
थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी। हरि बोल। हरे कृष्णा।
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.